Hello.
Hello, Tedders.
We're back.
How are you?
Worst week ever.
It was a terrible week.
Yeah.
I told you before we came on here, I just woke up this morning and I was like, that's one of the worst weeks I've ever had.
Yes.
And nothing too bad happened. It was just a bunch of little bad stuff happening.
Yeah. We didn't have an episode last week because I thought I had COVID. My voice sounded like Slipknot for 4 days.
Let's be honest. That would have been a funny one.
It would have been great. Talk about fucking wrestling and NASCAR.
Why?
Just random stuff.
Okay.
Talking about Corey Taylor. Anyway. And then my stepdad is in the ICU with COVID pneumonia. And that's not great at all.
No, not at all.
So we're just trying to stay positive with that. I'm not going to go into detail. Just, hospital sucks.
Yeah.
You suck, hospital.
Both hospitals suck this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a rough week.
Doctor, you suck. Let's just say that. But yeah, let's move on to something
Let's
else.
try to move past this. I've had a rough morning.
Yeah.
I spent $70 last night on a UFC pay-per-view and fell asleep during the first entrance of the first fight. So I didn't get to see any of it.
And that was supposed to be a loaded card.
I watched it.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. I bought it for you.
Yeah.
I mean, my God. You're welcome. But yeah. I just woke up this morning, I was just like, fuck.
Quick review on Nick Diaz's performance. Cole.
I mean,
Considering.
he did good up until he got hit with a kick to the body, which affected him, and affected him until the end of the fight. Like, he slowed down a lot more. He wasn't moving as much and stuff like that as he was in the first round.
I remember waking up for 10 seconds. Cole's like, it was during the Nick Diaz-Robbie Lawler fight. And he goes, these motherfuckers are throwing. And then I went back to sleep.
It's I said it's like a rock and sock'em fight right now.
Yeah.
And then I went back to sleep.
Yeah.
I hated how casual fans were looking at Diaz's shadow boxing promo video. He's like, oh, age has caught up to him. I'm like, he's always looked like that.
I did hear he looked kind of slow.
Yeah, I saw tweets of that.
So that's age.
But he was landing, right?
He was landing.
Yeah.
He landed 180 punches.
Jesus.
He was fucking...
Okay.
And it was a 5-round fight?
Yeah, I ended about 2 minutes into the third.
Yeah, but say it went half that. Almost.
Did he break his nose?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I just know both of their faces were fucked up after the fight.
I think a better comeback fight for him would have been Masvidal.
Masvidal would have torn him.
Masvidal would have fucking killed him.
You think so?
Yes!
I don't know.
Masvidal
Robbie?
is a monster.
If Robbie beats him in the third round by a finish, what's Masvidal? Masvidal's gonna kill him.
First round TKO.
Did Masvidal ever fight Lawler?
No, he never fought Lawler. They trained together.
Oh.
No, dude. Lawler's
I don't
past his
know.
prime. He's got... No.
He's a prize fighter now.
No, Nick Diaz cannot be fighting Jorge Masvidal. You saw what he did to his brother, who's active.
Yeah.
He fucking killed him.
Yeah.
No. Lawler. It was fine. I'm done now. I got my Nick Diaz fix.
No,
I'm done now.
I need some more. I need both the Diaz's on the same pay-per-view card.
I mean, if you want to do another one, if you want to do another one, it's Cowboy Cerrone. It's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
It's nothing more or less than that. So
Yeah.
no Jorge's Masvidal's.
Just let him fight. I just want to see him fight.
He can't fight Usman either. Nick was
God,
talking about how he
no.
wanted to fight Usman. And I was like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
Let him fight. Let's let him fight.
Well, it was like he didn't want to be in there.
No, he's probably broke.
Yeah.
Shit. It was our fault. We wanted him to fight,
He said it.
and he got beat.
He said it. I don't know why I'm doing this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nick.
That's probably why he came out.
I'm sorry I fell asleep during your fucking comeback. I mean, I feel bad. But it is what it is. Long day. Long week.
Yeah. So, the whole world is dealing with a bunch of murders.
It's grim. The world is grim right now with COVID and everything.
Yeah.
At one point last week, everybody I knew was sick.
Mm-hmm.
At one point.
Yeah.
It was like, what's going on?
Yeah. And if you're living under a rock, the whole Gabby case thing, if you don't know about that,
Petita.
it is shocked the whole nation because everybody is a detective now. Trying to
Just
find
like everybody. I mean, it's
trying to find
Gabby
Brian.
Petito became what COVID was. Everybody's got an opinion on it.
Yeah.
Everybody's a virologist. Everybody's a detective
Yeah.
now.
Especially TikTokers. However, a YouTuber is the one that found
The van.
the van. And I said
We'll
it.
get into that because I'm confused
Okay.
about this
I
whole.
mean, I haven't even heard about this.
Oh, okay.
So you've been living under a rock.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to the news.
Well, so a young couple decided to go ahead.
Okay, that's the Yellowstone thing, right? Is that what we're talking about? Or are we talking about something different?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay, now I only know that the...
Now let him tell the story there, Big Swole.
Alright, now give it to me.
Now let him tell the story. He goes right when he goes to tell the story. He's like, "No, you talk about this. If you let him tell the story, he'll get out to you."
Fair enough.
Oh God.
All right, floor is yours, Tatter. Floor is Theodore's right now.
Oh God. So
Back just 1 second.
a couple who were engaged decided to go on a nationwide traveling trip.
In the back of a van.
Back of a van
Did she renovate her van for living quarters?
Yeah, I mean it looked great.
It looked great.
Yeah.
It looked great
For
for a couple of
couple,
weeks.
for a couple of homeless. You know?
Okay.
That's what people were saying. Like, if you travel around the nation, you say you're doing that, you're homeless. You're homeless.
You're just a nomad for a little bit.
Yeah. But, you know, she had a little cute setup.
Yeah.
And she was, like, building up her YouTube channel. I guess a traveling channel or whatever. With her.
A blog, right?
Yeah.
A little blogger.
Vlog.
Right.
And she has this boyfriend that is a nature freak who let's walk outdoors barefoot.
Yeah, kind of guy.
Yeah. Let's do yoga every morning.
Kind of guy. Yeah.
Not saying that's bad, but he's, you know,
He's
one
just
of
that.
those-
He's just that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he decided to come back home to his parents in Florida.
Rather early.
Yeah, without her. And
Weren't they supposed to return? They left in June, like June 2nd. I saw a timeline.
yeah,
They're supposed to be back around Halloween.
yeah,
Well, he comes back like
September.
September 2nd
Yeah.
without his girl pal,
And this was like,
and they live together.
yeah, at his parents' house.
Yeah.
So the parents let her live there.
The parents probably came. He probably came home and they're like, "Yeah, where's Gabbers? Where's Gabbers?"
Or, so you did the job, son.
Nah, I don't know. We'll get into some theory.
Yeah. So he comes back. She's missing. Everybody's like, her parents is like, where's Gabby? I mean, where's she at?
Yeah. What'd you do with Gabby?
Yeah. And he's been home for,
I think she
2
was
weeks?
reported missing on like September 11th.
yeah. So it's been days. And
so he'd been home for like 9 days.
Yeah.
Before, like, I guess Gabby's parents would have reported her missing.
Yeah. And the police showed up and asked him where she at. And he was like, I'm a lawyer up. I'm not saying anything. And his parents, not saying anything.
Yeah.
So then people were like, all right, this is the weirdest thing I ever heard. So body cam video came out of them getting pulled over. And Gabby's all crying and talking about how she has some type of disorder. And saying that both of them have disorders.
Yeah, you live in the back of a van. You got a disorder.
Yeah.
Don't know what the disorder is, but you got one.
Well, whatever disorder she had,
Yeah.
it got her emotional and caused them to have a altercation or whatever.
Yeah, because she like smacked him in the face with her phone. Because you saw his face was like burned up.
Scratches and stuff.
Yeah.
And what else? Then people were like, okay, is she the abuser? Is she the one starting this violence or whatever?
Well, she might have then.
Might have, yeah.
But she's no longer here.
Yeah, yeah. And there is, hold on, I'm trying to pull up that New York Times. So they end up finding her remains, and they declared it was homicide. But they haven't gone into detail of what actually happened to her. So there's a bunch of theories going around on what could have happened.
Hit me.
That there's a screenshot of her holding a gun, and then there's something of a paddle being used to beat her. Yeah. Then, so automatically you would think, okay, he's the person of interest.
He would be a person of interest if he went on a 2-month van journey with his girlfriend and came back a month earlier without the girl.
Yeah.
That would be a little weird.
September 15th, Laundrie was officially named person of interest in the disappearance. Laundrie has not made himself available to be interviewed by investigators or provided any helpful details because he's on the loose.
Well, he wouldn't even talk to the cops a few days that he became a person of interest.
Yeah. And his sister had an interview. Hours after the family of 22-year-old Gabby Petito issued a statement to the family of her fiancé begging for information in her disappearance, Brian's sister, Cassie, broke her silence. Obviously, me and my family want Gabby to be found safe. She's like a sister, and my children love her. And all I want is her to come home safe and found, and this is just a big misunderstanding.
Why don't you ask your brother?
Yeah. September 17th, no connection to double homicide case. That was another theory where...
There was another thing happening in Utah.
There's a lesbian couple that were at the same bar they were at around the same time, and then when they ended up being murdered somehow. Petito's case has no connection related to the double homicide case involving Crystal Turner and Kylan Schultz. September 17th, Laundrie family reports Brian missing. Okay, so this is when he is on the loose.
Yeah, but he had left like the 13th.
Yeah.
Or something crazy like that.
And the family's just like, oh, we haven't seen him since Tuesday.
It was like fucking Saturday. We haven't seen him since Tuesday. He didn't take his phone or his keys.
Or his wallet.
We brought his car back. All right. He took his car
Yeah.
his like Camaro to a natural a park.
Yeah.
It's a park.
Mm-hmm.
Like some swampy shit. Like some Everglades Junior kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they went and picked his car up and brought it back home. Without him! It's like, where is he?
He's in there hiding.
If they don't... Okay, if he doesn't have his phone or wallet, then maybe he has a second phone. Maybe they planned all this shit for his escape. Okay.
They possibly have.
They removed items from the laundry's house to assist in the search for him, according to his attorney, who is a piece of shit, too.
Well, he's a dirtbag lawyer.
Yeah.
That's just what they are, man. We talked about this a long
Yes.
time ago. I want my lawyer doing coke at night. Late
Right.
at night. Staying up late working on my case. That's just what he's doing. They're just dirtbags.
Yeah. Police said on Twitter that it is the first time the Laundrie family had spoken with them in detail about the case because their son is gone and they don't know where he is, or do they? They reiterated that Brian is a person of interest in Gabby's disappearance, but that they not currently working a crime investigation. Both he and Petito are now considered missing persons. September 18th, dual searches for Petito, Laundrie. Police searched a vast Florida wildlife reserve on Saturday for 20-year-old Brian, a person of interest in the disappearance. FBI hunted for clues about the missing woman in the Mountainous National Park in Wyoming. The search is called off Saturday night. They say nothing was found. Meanwhile, the FBI in Denver said Saturday that agents were conducting ground surveys at Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming with help from National Park Service.
Wasn't that the place where the van was?
Yeah. September 19th, body found in Wyoming believed to be Gabby. Authorities said a body discovered Sunday in Wyoming is believed to be Gabrielle.
I gotta put my hand up. You can call on me when you want.
Okay, go ahead.
About fucking something.
Go ahead.
The YouTube video of the blogger with like the drone. Was it like a drone or was it with like a camera on their car?
Yeah, I
saw
think
the
they were
van?
driving. Yeah, I think they were driving.
They just saw the van.
Yeah. And stuff on the ground.
So
Her flip-flops.
But her body was not far away from the van.
Must not have, no.
But Brian drove that van home, correct?
Yeah,
How did he get home?
exactly.
He had to have driven that van home.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the only vehicle he had.
yeah.
So I was just confused. I was like, did they find the van and then go look for the body? Or they had found the van in a video and then...
I think it was before. The video was, they were editing it, and they saw the van while they were editing it. So it wasn't the same time period. It was like beforehand.
Yeah.
So, they find her,
God.
and September 20th, Brian's home has been searched. The FBI escorted Laundrie's parents out of their home into a waiting van in their driveway at 10 in the morning. I watched that, by the way.
What happened?
They were searching the house. Investigators were inside the home with the family all day around 2:30 in the afternoon. And there is like, the whole neighborhood is like, "Come on out, Brian, you coward!
Yeah.
Come on
I've seen
now.
that.
Where is she, Brian?"
The media couldn't stand in the Laundrie family yard.
Yeah.
So the neighbors was like, you guys can stay in mine.
Yeah.
So it was just like, house here, nothing going on in the yard, and then you got cameras and
Yeah.
people yelling at each other.
Where is he? Where is she, Brian?
Well, I guess you could say, where is he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever
Where
the
is
parents
he?
say, where's he at?
September 21st, autopsy confirms body was Gabby. But they didn't go into detail.
About how she would have died.
Yeah. Drivers joined the search for Brian. September 22nd. September 23rd, arrest
What is
warrant
today?
issued.
The 26th. When
Okay.
we record this.
Yes.
I'm about to say, we get a little close.
Yeah. September 23rd, arrest warrant issued for Laundrie.
So they
Now we
they changed it from person of interest to,
wanted.
Yeah, wanted. Where's
Yeah.
Joe Walsh? Where is Dog?
Yeah.
Where is
Oh,
Dog?
Yeah.
He's coming.
Dog's coming?
Yeah.
Is Dog coming?
Told that the dog is coming.
If no one knows who I'm talking about Dog the Bounty Hunter,
Right.
who I've heard is an absolute piece of shit as a human being.
He might be.
Yeah. But he's on a search for a 20-year-old bald guy. And I'm going to get into that later, about why I think he killed her.
Yeah. So, basically, that's all that's, going on. You got John Walsh in on it. You got Dog the Bounty Hunter in on it.
Ah, dang. Any other famous bounty hunters?
Steve Blackman, the wrestler.
Okay.
He's a bounty hunter now. The lethal weapon's coming in.
Jesus. So, we put you up to date pretty much.
That's just everything that happened. That's not even everything that happened,
No.
probably.
No.
My
But
God.
there is...
It's every day.
This is where the internet has gone armchair detectives on this.
Yeah, you're sitting here like this.
No, you're leaning over
It's
on
like
the
when I'm
armchair.
watching soccer, I'm an armchair striker, and I'm like, he needs to be doing this, that. Armchair quarterbacks. We got armchair detectives out here.
Yeah, yeah. So, there is some bizarre theories
Go
about
into those.
this Brian guy.
And we'll like rank them. I have one theory
Okay.
on why he might have. I actually have a motive for
Yeah.
why she ended up dead, but not. All right, he's bald.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like 22 years old.
Every bald guy's a person of interest right now.
He's bald.
I'm gonna see
He-
it.
He's got this really cute girl riding around. He's got this cute girl, Teddy.
Yeah.
And he's carrying her around for months. She's got like hundreds of thousands of more followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
He's the B-side.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't matter as much.
Right.
And that van's going to shit. We saw before and after photos.
Yeah.
Have you seen the after photos of the van?
Yes.
How cluttered it was. And remember when she was talking to the cops, she was like, I was just cleaning the van.
Mm.
I was like, yeah, you needed to clean the van. They went cabin fever. You can't live in a van
No.
with somebody who you were supposed to be married to, and you broke the marriage off.
Yeah.
All right. They say in relationships, this is an advice show.
Yeah.
How do you figure out who's the one? You travel with them.
God.
Because that's how you figure out, like, when people are under stress, if you can agree on the same thing.
I just travel, but also live with them.
Yeah. But definitely, like, an early test.
Yeah.
Say even, like, before you live with somebody, is to travel with them.
Yeah.
See how they act.
Yeah.
Um,
See if they're on the passenger side.
okay.
Crazy.
But she had lived with this bloke for, I guess, a year or so. I don't know. But you're traveling with a guy who you were supposed to be married to.
Yeah.
And now you're no longer supposed to be married. You've downgraded from fiance to girlfriend again. And you decide to go on a cross-country trip in a van.
Yeah.
Cabin fever, I think, started to set in around Utah. That's what it looks like. And Utah will do that to you.
Will it?
I mean, I've been to Utah. Yeah, I've almost gotten a fight with one of my friends in Utah. I mean, that's just what
God.
Utah does to you.
Jesus.
I mean, Utah's a strange place. I mean, you've heard of Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to Utah and they just started fighting.
God.
I think that's I'm on to something there. I think everybody can get on to that, though.
Well, let's.
I didn't take a genius to come up with cabin fever.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about how weird this guy is. You have his Instagram up.
Yeah, I can read that post.
Yeah.
This was on August 13th. Teddy said he was a nature guy.
Mm-hmm.
Real big into nature. All right, he's in the Utah desert, and he's getting all philosophical. That's a fucking red flag. He says humans are primates. Great apes, in fact. But I don't know all how great we are as species. Chimpanzees share 98.8% of their DNA with humans, our closest living relative. But as I see it, every living creature in some way, he is wording this poorly, our relative, even trees. So he's saying our relatives are trees. Only 800 million years ago, animal cells started appearing on Earth, comprised of mainly the same parts and following the same functions as plant cells, requiring oxygen, solar energy, minerals, nutrients, and water. This tree, I don't know how to say the tree, was surviving in only inches of soil in an area of extreme heat and drought. I think our culture, our society, has put itself above all living creatures, creating needs purely to support destructive economic practices.
I don't understand.
This tree does not require an Apple Watch. It doesn't stream its favorite shows or have a microwave oven.
Yeah, it's a tree.
Pay health insurance or drink grande iced caramel
God.
or what's that coffee?
Macchiato?
Macchiatos. I'm not a coffee guy, you can tell. It is just a tree. But you rarely see geese riding jet skis or wearing designer clothing either. I think if we all want breathable air and drinkable water, we all need to learn how to live with less. He killed her. He went fucking crazy in the Utah desert and started posting shit like this.
Yes.
Oh, God.
I remember watching that Neil deGrasse Tyson, The Cosmos. He was talking about trees are our cousins.
Yeah, I guess they can be. Yeah, I mean, every family's got a ton of cousins. I mean, if we just think about trees, there's a ton of trees out there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cousins.
Sounds like Brian's been grinding on some trees.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
Brian, we talked about what that Utah desert does to you. And Gabby was upset. Who knows what caused all that, but she was in the Utah desert upset. Mm-hmm. I relate. I was as well. But Brian's getting a little weird in the Utah desert.
Well, maybe Utah just ignited his darkness because the investigation, they're looking into his past just artworks and...
what does he do?
I don't know what his job was.
She was a juice bar barista or something like that.
Okay.
She worked at a juice bar.
Right.
And she quit to go across the country.
Right.
I don't know what he was doing, but I guess he quit as well.
Okay. Well, here's a video from the New York Post on...
On what?
Some of his cryptic messages on Pinterest.
Oh.
There's a lot of dislikes on this video for some reason. According to a report from The Sun, Brian Laundrie appears to have shared cryptic and foreboding images and messages on Pinterest. One post from last month read, "Don't try to find me. I have finally escaped my master's wicked clutches."
Wait, so he said that last month?
Yes. Yeah.
He's been dead for about a month.
Yeah. Bite the hand that feeds you. Let's see.
Somebody's going to have to explain Pinterest to me, too. I've never been on the app.
Oh, it's great. It's great. I have one.
What is it?
Basically, you could post ideas of
I just
stuff.
know that's where a lot of girls get tattoo ideas.
I get tattoo
and
ideas
just like
there.
craft ideas.
Craft.
I get
Recipes. Yes. Yes.
I don't knock Pinterest at all. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's great. Laundrie appears to have posted under the username Blondry.
Blondry.
Blondry 1196.
Bro, you ain't got enough hair to be called Blondry. You baldry. You baldry, bro.
An account that shares albums with Gabby and Laundrie's mother, Roberta.
No, Roberta's in on it.
Let's see. Other posts contain grim quotes, a book referencing autistic burnout, and an abundance of disturbing artwork.
What you doing, making fun of autistic people? What's he doing? What's he doing?
Here we go. Including one image featuring the words "my baby" inscribed on a headstone. But that's just like a bunch of spooky, like
Yeah.
there's ghosts and stuff. I've
Yeah.
seen collages like that before.
Yeah.
But what was interesting was the vlog or whatever video that Gabby and him had posted. He was reading a book. The author who wrote Fight Club. Let's see.
The only Fight Club I know about is Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Well, it's based off of a book. Chuck Palahniuk, I think. Anyway, he was reading a book by him, and it was called Lullaby, and it is about a group of people traveling, and I think, let me look up the bio of the book. No, that's fucking Fight Club. Lullaby, there we go. Lullaby is a horror satire novel by American author Chuck Palahniuk or whatever. It is about serious cases of sudden infant death syndrome from which his own child had died. Carl discovers that his wife and child had died immediately after he read them a culling song or African chant. Is this the book, though? This is cracking down, destroying copy of time.
I have no idea. So he's just reading wacky books.
Well, one book was about a group of people or a couple going on a trip, and he ends up killing her.
Oh, he was probably just writing his own book.
Yeah.
I mean, my God. That's what happened.
Fan spots found chilling details about choice of books.
I don't know. If I'm Gabby, and I'm seeing him read a book about going on a cross-country trip, and the endings where someone dies.
Yeah,
I'm telling him to put it up.
It's not the Lullaby book. It's Jeff Vandermeer focuses on a group of women who go missing while exploring a fictional coastal location that's been cut off from civilization. So just little shit like that.
Little subtle foreshadowings
Yeah.
of eventual death.
And you mentioned where you don't think Gabby posted her latest.
No. I don't think she posted that at all.
Yeah.
Let me go back to it. He is sitting at 394,000 Instagram followers.
Wow.
She is sitting at 1.2 million.
Jesus.
But I don't know if you'll get any more posts out of this account.
No.
But she posted a picture on August 25th. I remember how close we were getting in the timeline to like now.
Yeah.
She posted a picture. It said "Happy Halloween." That's when they were supposed to come back.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It's just in front of a bunch of murals. She got a pumpkin. How sweet.
Yeah.
And I don't think she posted it.
No.
And I saw... I don't have the thing pulled up in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
She posted a story on her Instagram on... Oh, God. It was like the dates were Matt. He had took the picture or something. It was... No. It was this. It was this picture, Teddy.
Yeah.
It was this. It was, she was sitting in the back of the van, and he was, like, probably reading that fucking weird book.
Fucking
That's what
book.
it looks like. But, like, that had been taken, like, a few weeks before, and it was on his story.
Yeah.
And it's like, this was August 19th.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, people have been saying that he had been using her phone, texting her relatives.
Yeah.
They think he might have been using her
Yeah.
Instagram account.
Well, the other thing I forgot to mention, the whole when they got pulled over or whatever, there was a 911 call of a guy saying that Brian was slapping her.
Yeah.
And it had to do something with her phone. So maybe there was something going on with her
He was
phone.
trying to take the phone, and she was punching him in the arm and stuff.
Yeah, something
trying
like
to get
that.
it back.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, that's all we know so far. I'm sure we're, leaving out a bunch of stuff.
Cabin fever, I think, is what happened here.
But pretty much the whole nation is just on this case. And
Even me.
yeah,
And I don't even give a fuck about this kind of thing.
Steve last night was like, let's just go full true crime. I'm like, what? What?
Yeah, just make something different. It's like a theme show.
But
Everybody's talking about this.
yeah,
I mean,
but
God.
and in a way it's positive because it's bringing out other missing cases and people are finding these people as well.
Well, bit of controversy about this case. Joy Reid, did you hear what she had to say? She's an MSNBC. She hosts a nighttime television show on MSNBC.
Mm-hmm.
Very liberal, which is what it is.
Yeah.
She said the hype in Gabby Petito's case was because of missing white girl syndrome. Because the country cares more about missing white girls than anybody.
Yeah, it's got to be a race thing.
Yeah. I was like, you know why there's so much attention? Because she's a cute girl.
Well, not only that, it's weird that he just comes back to his home.
There's circumstances.
There's so many weird elements to it. That's
another
why.
weird thing is, they were doing a vlog. People were following their journey, and then their journey just stops. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, okay, what happened?
She's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's... If I'm talking to Joy Reid, you might want to look that way.
Yeah.
Instead of saying missing white girl syndrome.
God. Well, a video just came out yesterday of Dog the Bounty Hunter, and
No.
he thinks he knows where Brian is. So let me play that.
Oh my God, dog.
I lost a daughter at about the same age. I know what the parents feel like, okay? And you want justification. You want the guy behind bars. All of it's alleged that he even committed the murder. But circumstantially, it looks like he did. The strongest lead I see is that one of her friends said he had been in the Appalachian Mountains by himself for a couple months. Now, he's not just a camper then. He is a outdoorsman. So in order to do that, I think because of his age, he felt comfortable. If there's anywhere right now that looks the hottest, that could be the area. It all depends on the picture they got of him the other day where they're hunting now, if really that was him. No one has said that. If not, Appalachian Mountains is the best, but it covers several states. So where did he go in at? That's where you start your tracking point. From right when he went into the mountain with dogs. They've got so much infrared. I mean, they're going to catch him.
Appalachian Mountains, huh?
Well, I also forgot to bring up, I don't know if this is true, but I was scrolling on TikTok, and people were talking about how Brian went live on his Instagram, and it was like a millisecond of, like, the deep, like, sea, like, water. Like he's on a boat or something.
Is that true?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's no way he has his phone.
Yeah, I don't know.
His parents said he
They
don't
can't
even
have his. He can't have his phone.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a phone, you're getting caught.
Yeah.
I mean, my God.
But
He lived in the Appalachians Mountains by himself for a little bit.
oh, did he?
People said that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
From what
So
I
was he
read.
like a trail goer?
Yeah.
God dang. He's going to be on Teddy's Cryptic Files killing people on the trail.
Appalachian Trail
Killer,
Murders
man.
Part 2.
Part 10. I mean, how many have there been?
So many.
It's a big trail.
God.
It is.
Jesus.
Come on up here, Brian. We got something for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they still haven't found him. And this is...
Dude, Tim Dillon has been doing a great job injecting humor into this.
Yeah.
I mean, last week I sent that tweet and it was like, "Rip Gabby Petito. This is a reason no one should visit national parks."
Yeah.
And Bush is like, "This is no time for jokes." And I was like, "Bro, you gotta have jokes. You gotta have jokes." I listened to Anthony Jeselnik on my way to West Virginia last week. He's a comedian. And he talks about how he is the one guy who has to put out a tweet when there's a tragedy
Yeah.
to make, like, some people laugh.
Yeah.
And that's what Tim Dillon's doing a great job. He tweeted the other day, "I think Brian Laundrie's got something to hide." He said, "I'm starting to think Brian Laundrie has something to hide."
God.
So thank you to Tim Dillon for that. I mean, it's obviously sad, Daddy. I mean, goddamn.
Yeah.
Anybody can see it's sad. You got to find some humor in something.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So they're going to find his ass.
Yeah. And it's going to be a Netflix.
They're going to find him.
Documentary.
I'm predicting they're going to find him dead. Because I think he's going to kill himself. But.
Yeah.
Probably. Because he's a pussy.
Let's hope not. Let's hope they find him alive.
Let's
Starving.
hope I hope Dog finds him.
Dog and John Walsh together.
That same thought.
Does Dog the Bounty Hunter still have that big titty girl running around
No,
with
she's
him?
dead.
She died.
She died.
She died.
She had cancer.
No. Was that his wife?
Yeah.
I think so.
Jesus Christ, I don't know how she ran with those things. Remember how big they were? They're like that big, dude. I don't know how she chased criminals with those things.
The criminals came to her.
I mean, I don't know how she chased them down. I mean, there was no way she had top speed with those things. But yeah, Dog, mullet in the air. I hope he's just running over logs and shit in the Appalachian Mountains. Just
Sarah's getting all muddy. Puts on a ponytail. Fuck. Where are you, Brian?
Yeah, he gets this little bald 20-year-old.
God.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to some other true crime, some local stuff. Y'all remember?
Yeah.
Y'all remember? Izzy Atute? Jerry Smith?
Yeah, from back in the summer.
Yeah.
Only our biggest 2 episodes ever.
Yeah. Well, his preliminary trial occurred this past week, and new details emerged.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
pretty,
did they?
pretty gross. So this Roanoke Times article, shout out to Roanoke Times for not not going into that.
He like brings them up.
Murder charge against suspended Hokie player Tute is elevated to grand jury.
It's a grand jury. I don't know anything about crime or court. Is that a big court? It says grand jury. I mean, I'm sure it's a bigger
Yeah, I don't know where, but
grand jury.
yeah.
MGM grand jury. Yeah. I don't know what that means.
So Christiansburg, Montgomery County grand jury will consider a second-degree murder charge against suspended Hokie linebacker Izzy David Atute. Judge Gordon Sanders certified the charge to a grand jury at Atute's preliminary hearing on Thursday. The grand jury is scheduled to October 26th, whether Atute should be tried in county circuit court.
That's in 1 month.
Yep. I was afraid that it was going to be like next year.
Yeah.
It's a lot sooner than I thought. A witness at Thursday's hearing were 3 Blacksburg police detectives who added details to the public description of Atute's final encounter with restaurant project manager Jerry Paul Smith. Atute, 18 years old, is accused of killing Smith, who was 40 years old, in Smith's downtown Blacksburg apartment on Memorial Day. Attorneys said Thursday that the 2 men connected through the Tinder app and met for oral sex on October 10th, then again on May 31st. But
Wait. So it's just the one time?
What?
The oral sex.
That was, just oral sex
That was that one time.
that they met up before.
Because everyone's like, I heard he fucked him. So, okay, it's just a beach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because our theory was glory hole, possibly.
Possibly.
That's why he couldn't see him. And, okay.
Nowhere I can find one of them.
But in April, Atute thought he was meeting a woman, not a man.
Right.
Witnesses and Atute's defense attorney said Thursday, and in May, Atute wanted to see who it was he'd been with. Now, my theory was, when they first met, it happened, and he was like, "Great,
That was fun.
that was a great job." Then word got around, "Hey, maybe that Angie person is a dude."
That was never my theory.
Not my theory until this came out.
Oh, you're talking about your new theory.
Yeah.
Oh. See, I thought we were talking about the old
No. The new theory is maybe word got around that it happened, and they were like,
Or maybe people were just like, hey, man, you might want to check on this.
"Yeah, Atute, maybe."
Even listen to me.
I think I'm pretty certain this might be a catfish account. He's like, "What? What?"
What?
So
He went.
he went with a group of buddies and was like, "Hey, if this is a dude, I might need some backup.
Right.
If this is a dude, I'm gonna beat his ass."
I mean, possible.
So let's get to the details. Police testified that although Atute entered Smith's apartment alone, he arrived at the building the address. Other details from detectives' testimony and defense attorney Jimmy Turk of Radford's cross-examination included that after Atute and Smith had oral sex on April 10th, Smith paid Atute $50.
Smith?
Yes. Now, how did that happen?
That's usually the other way around.
Oh, my God.
God.
He wanted it so bad that he gave him a 50 piece. Oh, my God.
God. You're right, it's the other way around
It's just
usually.
the other way around, man. Don't take it backwards. Look at him.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
Oh my
How
God.
damn bad was this guy?
God.
Told you, he asked me to go on a damn bridge.
Angie.
God.
Angie.
Could have saved that.
God. Yeah, okay. That the detective recognized Smith's body because Smith had been a definite or witness in prior cases.
Yeah.
Say that one more time.
That a detective recognized Smith's body because Smith had been a defendant or witness in prior cases.
Cases of what?
I mean, I heard he was an informant for the police department.
Well. Perhaps.
We're opening another can of worms there.
Yeah.
And that police found a knife between Smith's mattress and box springs. Now, the attorney would bring that up.
It's their job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for Atute's defense.
Yeah.
And then my theory was he had it because he might have gotten his ass beat before doing this.
Yeah.
That
Or
was
just had it as a backup plan.
Yeah.
I
I don't think Jerry's intentions was, okay, I'm going to kill him tonight.
I'm gonna kill him. No, you just paid him $50 for a beach. You're not gonna kill him. I mean, my God. Yeah, this is getting dark.
Yeah. In June, a spokesperson of Smith's family described him as a proud, openly gay man. But he didn't open up to be
No.
Angie.
He didn't open up to.
Have a
He
second.
didn't open up to all my buddies as being a proud gay man.
Yep. On Thursday, Detective Ron Height
that's the correct
testified that records obtained from Tinder showed that Smith presented himself on the app as a woman named Angie Renee. Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah, we knew that.
Atute said that after he met Angie on April 10th, he wondered if he had been with a man or woman. There we go, my theory. And stopped communicating with the person. Height said, recounting that Atute told investigators after Smith's death. Then the person Atute knew as Angie sent a message asking if he would put in a good word about her to a friend of his.
Oh, God, that's just the way it is.
Yep.
That's the way it is. It's a refer a friend program.
Yep.
$10 off if you refer a friend. I mean, that's just what's going on here.
Height said in person to questions from Turk and Assistant Commonwealth Attorney Jason Morgan, Atute's friend also asked if Atute could vouch for Angie. Atute arranged to go back to the North Main Street apartment on May 31st to find out if Angie was a man or a woman, and to engage in another consensual act with Angie if she was a woman. As during his first visit, the multi-leveled apartment was only dimly lit, and Angie seemed to be concealing her face. The girl in the hoodie. Or the girl behind the cloth. Height said that Atute told officers Atute groped Angie to determine if she was male or female.
Gave her the genital inspection.
Bent him over.
Bent him over.
And they feel around.
Felt for something.
And he found a sack.
And he found something he didn't expect.
Yeah. After that, Atute used the light on his phone to illuminate Smith's face in the dark apartment. When Atute saw facial hair,
No!
he said he started hitting him.
No!
Atute told police that...
No, Teddy, stop. He got a beach from him. Last time I checked, men's facial hair, right around the mouth here.
Yeah.
How'd you not tell the first time?
Maybe he thought it was a very hairy woman that doesn't shave.
but why would an 18-year-old be with a very hairy woman who doesn't shave, Cole?
Because he couldn't see.
The lighting in that apartment had the fence rigged up to where you had to...
See shit.
He's a professional catfisher.
He was like a... My God, I don't even know. So he found the beard.
Atute said that he stepped over Smith and kicked him in the face as he did so after the punches. Oh, no, I skipped. Atute told police that Smith was sitting on his bed when Atute began punching, and that he struck him about 5 times using his right hand. Smith swatted at Atute and fell to the floor in a space about 4 feet wide between the bed and wall. Atute said that he stepped over Smith and kicked him in the face as he did so. There were bloody footprints on the apartment's carpet. Jesus Christ.
Ugh.
Its kitchen floor and in the hallway outside the apartment door. God, so it was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Atute told police he heard breathing and gurgling as he left. Security camera footage showed Atute and his 2 friends went outside of the parking lot and waited 10-15 minutes before driving away. None of them called 911, when you should have. Asked by Turk if Atute told police why he hit Smith, his statement was that none of this would ever happen if he known this was a man and not a female. Well, you should have looked into it better, bud.
God.
Turk asked if the detective had seen a knife between the mattress and box springs of Smith's bed on the side adjacent to where Smith's body was found. Height replied that he only had seen the knife in other officers' photos of the scene. When Smith mentioned the knife, a friend of Smith's family, Rebecca Snavely,
I couldn't
stood in the courtroom's spectator area and angrily left the courtroom. Smith's killing was premeditated, she said, outside, with tears streaming down her face. Premeditation is a requirement for first-degree charge.
Yeah.
At Thursday's hearing, Turk asked the judge to strike the second-degree charge, saying the evidence at worst supported a charge of involuntary manslaughter. Sanders quickly denied Turk's motion, but the attorney reiterated his position after the hearing. This is not second degree to murder. This is just a very, very sad case all around for both sides, Turk said. After the hearing, bailiffs escorted Turk, Atute, and about a dozen of his friends and relatives out a side door to the courthouse. After A dozen of Smith's friends and relatives waited by the main exit. Some pulled on T-shirts bearing Smith's face and hashtag Justice for Jerry Smith. Snavely said the family is grieving and that Smith's brother and 13-year-old nephew are trying to come to terms with having discovered Smith's body on June 1st. So they're the ones that found him.
Ugh.
God. 13-year-old seen that. They never went 24 hours without talking to him. Smith's aunt, Doris May, expressed frustration with the way her nephew was portrayed in the courtroom. God, it is a freaking mess. The cameras were activated by a motion sensor and stopped recording during that 3-minute gap. I guess in the hallway.
Oh, yeah.
Arrested on June 2nd, Tute was released on a bond $75,000. He was sent back to Virginia Beach. And there's photos of the courtroom. And it looks like a Tute is all bent out of shape.
Right?
Yeah. He's like...
Yeah.
So, yeah. It is not looking good for a Tute.
No. And I didn't expect it to. I didn't expect him to go to jail for a very long time.
Yeah.
But he might go to jail longer now that we...
Yeah.
Well, the initial theory that I had was the beach was so good the first time. He had to go back.
Mm-hmm.
And he went back and then found out. He was pondering it the entire time. That's what makes this thing different.
Yeah. Because we thought, hey, this Angie girl was so good, I might bring you guys along and see if she'd do the same.
Yeah.
Turns out, no, you guys are going to be my backup. And if it's a dude, we're going to beat the out of him.
Yeah. I had been asked about that theory, whether Etute knew Jerry was Angie, or knew it was a dude.
Yeah.
The New York Times asked me asked us. I don't know if you were around when they asked if I had heard that theory of him knowing, and I couldn't think. I mean, what we had read and heard,
Yeah.
I was like, "There's no way that's what happened." And
Well, are we going to spill the beans now?
there's a hint of truth about it. Go ahead. I mean, I don't care.
We're still waiting, but it's not coming out. But we were interviewed by a New York Times reporter
Yeah,
when
about this whole thing.
when our first episode of the case came out.
Yeah.
So it was a Wednesday, I think. I get an email from a guy saying, "Hey, I'm so-and-so from the New York Times," on our
Our
Unhelpful
podcast
Advice
email.
And I'm like, I'm just at work and I look, I'm like,
This is fake.
this is fake. I'm just going to ignore this. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just read and see how full of shit it is. Then he gives me his number and everything. I'm like, what the fuck? So I messaged Steve, because this was around the time my grandfather died. And I was like, call him, see what he wants. He's wanting to meet up today. I'm not really feeling like it. You set up a meeting with him somewhere at Blacksburg. And Erica talked me into it. You need to go. This is chance of a lifetime, So I was like, okay. So we meet up with this New York Times reporter. We sat down at Frank's Bar Theater.
Yeah, thought that was a good venue.
Yeah. And he bought us drinks. I got Tom Collins.
Yeah.
I think you got a water, I think.
Yeah, we sat there for 2 hours and shooted the shit about Angie Renee.
Yeah, and the reporter was just like, this shit's crazy, man. This whole time he's like, this shit's crazy.
Which it was.
Yeah. And he was like, all right, this is bigger than I thought. And we've been waiting and waiting for him to release the story.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. They're wanting it to be a narrative that I don't...
Well, you gotta think of it this way. There's editors who are maybe more important than the writers
Yeah.
about getting sales,
Yeah.
clicks. Does a basic murder I mean, it's we obviously know it's not basic murder. But does like a true crime case get that much traction at the New York Times, or does there have to be something that goes along with it? There's got to be there's got to be a catch.
Yeah.
To sell.
Yeah. Whether or not
the catch they're trying to look for, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it happened.
And I don't want it to be that way.
No. I don't want it to be that way either. I don't think it's that way. So I don't anticipate it ever being dropped. I'd love to read a draft that he made. I'd love to just read one.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Maybe they can get something out of this because the narrative switched, but I don't know.
Well, in a lot of it, how did the town react to it? The town kind of, I don't want to say forgot about it after like a week.
Mm-hmm.
Just stopped talking about it.
Yeah.
I wonder if it would have been different if the students had been in town. There was like, there's what's the population of Blacksburg when there's kids versus not kids?
Yeah.
But, it happened in the summer when not a lot of people were here.
Yeah.
I just wonder if it would have been different. I don't know.
Do you think it has to do with the history of Blacksburg and all the dark shit that's happened?
No.
Like it's not as severe as the mass shooting?
No, definitely not. No, but it did open up something that connected a lot of people to it.
Mm-hmm.
You heard all the testimonies of people being messaged, and there's probably a lot of people that have went through a similar situation that Atute went through April 10th.
Yeah.
Where he actually went through with it. Kind of wish he could get murdered so he could be accountable for the things that he did do when he was alive.
That could have
because
opened
there
up.
Needs to be repercussions for that.
Yeah.
I've heard from many people that Angie Renee account messaged young boys.
Yeah.
And when I say young boys, I'm talking under 18 years old.
Right.
So I kind of wish... Well, I don't kind of wish. I wish this hadn't have happened.
You only say that because he was not a good guy.
No, he definitely was not. But I also don't think he should have been brutally murdered either. I wish he was still here to be held accountable for those things that he was doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, it was pretty crazy that, the New York Times got traction of it.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, they found us... I think they found us a week too late. Because the New York Post, who else did? They did brief little stories, like ESPN, brief little story, because it was involving a football player. Washington Post, brief little story. This was like the first paper organization that was going to do a big story on it. And this isn't over.
No.
There's going to be a damn movie.
Yeah.
There's going to be a book.
That we should start on.
I don't know, Daddy. There's going to be a lot more to come out. There's going to be a lot more stuff to come out.
Yeah.
Because I think the defense, they're going to be running out of options in the coming weeks. They're going to start throwing shit out there that they've heard.
Yeah.
About the victim.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not over.
No.
Netflix,
contact us.
Hit them with email, Teddy.
Unhelpfulvicepodcast@gmail.com.
Netflix, I know you're going to do a doc on this one day, because you do docs on everything. And we'll be available for interview for that.
Yeah. That's
all I got on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's going to be more.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
That was the big secret that
The what big?
the New York Times.
Oh yeah. Because I kept saying this pod was going to blow up.
Yeah.
Every week. Just waiting on I was just waiting on Unhelpful Advice podcast, just the 4th or 5th page of the Times. Only the biggest newspaper in the entire world. It's gonna say Teddy and Steve.
God.
I was about to say, well, there's a chance, but no, they never dropped it. Don't know why. I guess I explained it.
But you know what?
The editors didn't have enough to grab onto.
You know what? The title of this episode. We were interviewed by the New York Times. That's what it's going to be.
Fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that all we got this week, Teddy?
Yeah, I mean, Go ahead.
Do you want me to talk about the Ric Flair situation?
Yeah, ended on something. Well, no, that's
okay.
Not good either.
Okay.
Okay.
Ended on, Ric Flair committing sexual assault on a fucking plane.
Explain that part of the story.
The plane ride from hell, let me give a little backstory. I'm talking about wrestling, obviously.
Yeah.
It gets brought up every freaking week. There's a documentary we've talked about, Dark Side of the Ring, where it's not, in-ring wrestling stuff. It's, their lives outside the ring, and they live crazy lives. They do a crazy job.
Yeah.
And there was this plane ride from England back to the States.
Mm-hmm.
They just did a pay-per-view. They did a tour in England. It was about 2002.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys like Brock Lesnar, Undertaker, Stone Cold, I guess.
Kurt Hennig.
Mr. Perfect, Ric Flair. They were all on this flight. X-Pac. The flight got delayed for 7 hours. They were sitting on the tarmac for 7 hours in their seats on the plane. They had went through 3 liquor carts.
Jeez.
And they had asked the flight attendant how many she's ever seen a flight drink. She's like, we've never had a flight drink more than one.
Bring more beer!
But the wrestlers drank 3 liquor carts.
They're like, bring more beer, bitch!
Yeah. So, Cole, what happened with the Ric Flair thing?
So.
Oh, well, before. All y'all Ric Flair fans.
Don't hate on me.
Yeah, don't hate on us because this is what
The docs.
the doc said. So,
Ric Flair.
Nature Boy.
He
Woo.
was notorious for getting naked on these flights. Like wearing a robe, coming out of the bathroom. Woo! Expose himself. Doing the Warrior Bird with his dick.
the helicopter.
The helicopter.
Yes. And
Whirly Bird's what they call it.
on this flight, coming back to the States, there's a flight attendant.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
probably thought she was pretty hot. So he backs her up into.
Yeah, he backs her up.
The attendants do their stuff,
Yes.
with the drinks and the food and stuff like that.
Yes.
And he cornered her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was there, pushed her in the corner, whirly burling and everything, trying to get her to touch his dick.
Wow.
And it went on for about 5 minutes. Him trying to get her to do that,
And that's a long time if you think about it.
especially for her. That
Yeah.
probably felt longer.
Yeah.
And then Dustin Rose,
Yeah, Gold Dust, Teddy's favorite.
Yeah.
comes up to him and says, "Hey Rick, stop. Just stop. She doesn't want it." And Rick was like, "Okay." But if you heard about the story, Goldust is famous for this in it because Terry Runnels, his wife, his ex-wife at the time, was on the flight as well.
Gold Dust's ex-wife at the time?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
his wife at the time?
Ex-wife.
Oh, okay.
Well, Goldust was drunk out of his fucking mind, and he's got the fucking mic to the whole damn plane.
While everyone's sleeping.
Well, some of them were sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of them didn't sleep because they didn't want what Xbox did to Michael Hayes.
That's
Or
right.
he
That's
cut
right.
his ponytail
They
off.
got wear hats.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't sleep.
Yeah.
But he gets on the mic and starts singing love songs to Terry Runnell.
Yeah.
Drunk and everything. Drunk as skunk. And, yeah. They're like...
Plane ride from hell. How many people did Brock Lesnar punch?
God, hard to tell.
No one. He didn't punch... They just, except for Mr. Perfect, but it was more like they were just wrestling.
I
But
bet
they were
you.
getting extreme wrestling.
I bet you they done a lot more than what that documentary said.
I bet so. But it all started because Mr. Perfect put a bunch of shaving cream on his hand, went up to Brock Lesnar,
yeah.
who was asleep, and went to his head.
Oh my god. Fucking douchebags. Now, the plane ride from hell, that was in 2002. What happened on another plane ride in the 90s? Didn't Sid Vicious try and kill somebody? Didn't he try to kill Arn Anderson?
I've heard something like like that, but I'm not.
Didn't he try to stab him on a plane?
I think so. I think I heard
See,
that.
I
but
thought
I'm
that
not
was the
100%
plane
sure.
ride from hell, not that.
No.
Okay.
That'd been WCW probably.
That would have been in the 90s, not
Yeah.
the 2000s.
But,
Yeah.
Plane Ride from Hell, it's some crazy shit.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to look at that, watch that documentary. It's on YouTube, Vice.
Yeah.
Vice. Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah.
They put some good shit.
Yeah. Plane ride from hell. Ric Flair out here exposing himself to women and,
Getting canceled.
not really, but yeah.
That's all I
Did you
got.
see what Tommy Dreamer got in trouble? Tommy Dreamer, he was on the Plane Ride from Hell episode, and he was like victim blaming. He was like, "Well, you know the Nature Boy's gonna do that to you."
Yeah.
Saying that like to the flight attendant, and yeah, he's getting shit on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that was stupid of him.
Yeah,
I saw
another
that.
thing that Rob Van Dam exposed was that wrestlers would drug a lot of people's drinks. Other wrestlers
Yes.
or women
To make it funny, yeah.
to have their way with them.
Yeah. Rob Van Dam definitely did say that.
Yes.
Yeah. God, what a dark period. Remember how that period of time in wrestling just was so fun?
Did you see
What was going on behind the scenes?
Right.
Mike Shinoda was laughing his ass off most of the episode.
Kyoto, not Shinoda. Mike Shinoda's in Lincoln Park, bud.
Yeah. But he was fucking laughing his ass off talking about all the pills and what drugs they would take back then.
Jesus.
Yeah. Plane Ride from Hell. This episode was from hell.
Yeah. This week.
Justice for Gabby.
Yeah.
Find Brian Dog. Find Brian Dog, the bounty hunter. Find his ass.
No justice for a dude.
No justice for...
Maybe the families. Is there gonna... I don't know.
Huh?
There's no win-win in that.
No, there's no one winning.
No.
It's just awful. But yeah.
So, don't cancel Flair.
Don't cancel Flair. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, we all know what he's done and stuff. If anybody knew about that story, heard about it, I mean, it's a he said, she said. We'll never fully know what happened.
Yeah.
Right. Ric Flair was a dirty motherfucker. There's a reason they called him the dirtiest player in the game. There's a reason.
God.
I mean, you just gotta accept it at
Pop
this
the
point.
boys. That's what he wanted to pop the boys so bad. He fucking go naked and pop his neck out and do the whirly bird. Going, woo! The whole time.
I've never heard of that
The
term.
whirly bird.
I only know it as the helicopter.
Helicopter. I wish I could do that with mine. Let's end it there.
Yeah. Back in 8th grade, somebody did that to me for the very first time. I was like, why would someone do that?
Yeah, I remember.
Ric Flair was like,
I think I was there.
Mid 60s doing this. He must have a big dick.
All right.
All right, that's it.
Yeah.
That's Unhelpful Advice this week.
Yep.
I'm not even gonna plug the stuff. We gotta end this now.
Yeah.
We're gonna end this now. Before Colin involves himself anymore.